One eternity later.
So this is my Seleucami mock. It is a bit small. I don't know why I thought this. I had this in my mindset for the base plate size that I was going to use, but it ended up being like smaller than I was expecting. So it is a bit overcrowded than I would like. But there were certain terrain features I want to do. There were certain kind of plant styles that I did want to do, and I did want to use that 2014 defensive position from the Seleucami set. So those kind of things kind of play together. I definitely would. I'm hoping to do bigger mocks in the future, but we'll take a look at the different sides here real quick, just very briefly. Obviously, it's not that big of a mock. We have the Separatist side utilizing that 2014 defensive position from Seleucami. So it was nice because it already had kind of the plant color schemes, and I went for like an olive green and then sand tan, dark tan as the color palette. I think that fits Seleucami very, very well from what we see in Revenge of the Sith, from what we see in the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch. I think that color palette serves it very well. And obviously they already had some of those parts and pieces with this defensive position, so it was very nice. I made like a custom blaster gun, not that good looking. I definitely want to change that out, but I've had that for almost a decade since I got this set. At this point, I've had that in there, so I just want to have it for my own sake. It's not necessarily a very good looking design, obviously, but for my own sake, I wanted it in there. I'm going to end up trying to do especially some Separatist themed blaster cannons, kind of like you have from the Clone Wars. I'll show them up here. I definitely want to come up with a design for that. Solid Brick Studios has actually done one that's pretty cool. I kind of want to maybe go off that and maybe try and change a little bit. But anywho, that's what I'm going for with that, or that's the reason it's there. I used a Neimoidian Warrior, not really, applicable to the Battle of Seleucami. Obviously, if I did a Katie Neimoidian mock, it would have fit much better, but I really wanted to have him because he's one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars minifigures of all time, so I really just wanted to have him in the mock. It was like between this or doing a Super Battle Droid, so I thought it'd be cool to throw him in for the Separatist side. And then we have just a few B1 battle droids in the defensive positions, and then shot up. And then transferring over to the Republic assault position, I do have this one plant here. It's, again, not perfect. We kind of see these in Revenge of the Sith. I obviously didn't have the space to do a really big one, so very basic design. Let me know what you guys think. Again, very, very basic. And then mostly just the terrain. I just tried to tile it off, put a few studs there. I tried to do a nice little little stream that emptied out into this little pool down here. Again, probably would have preferred having dark translucent colors for especially the end of the pool, but those ended up being at my LEGO store, and this was kind of half from LEGO, but then some of these pieces were from when I was able to get the LEGO store. That kind of limited my capabilities, so I went with this for now. Again, not the best little stream that I'm ever going to do. Hopefully, I definitely want to upgrade it and change it in the future, but I think it looks pretty decent for, again, my first ever mock. I think the terrain features up here, I do like that it is sloped a little bit, where you have a little bit higher position, then it kind of comes down with a little creek in the pool. I really do like that. And then a very nice mix of all the various clone troopers, and we have Stas Alley. I definitely wanted to get as much of the 91st. I know it might be a little bit busy, but I definitely wanted to get as much, if not all, the 91st that I could, especially just recently did a video on them. I promised that we were going to have a Seleucami mock. I meant to get this out literally a month ago, after the 91st video, and now it's the end of September. I meant to get this at the end of October, or at the end of August, but that's beside the point. So I do have a GCC 91st Heavy and 91st Sniper. Very, very cool clone troopers. If you guys want to see me getting those and see those in the 91st Army, check out the 91st Reconnaissance Army video, and then building the 91st Army reels that I did. Check those out if you guys want more information on those. We got a few classic 91st Reconnaissance troopers. One's trying to go get up his fallen comrade. And then down here we have a nice, technically, it could be Neo, but probably for me, just a 91st Bark trooper. I didn't end up putting a Rancor ARF. I would have liked to, but they're honestly been really cool to have it on ATRT, but there's just not space for it in this mock. So this is going to be this is my first mock. Not the most amazing thing, obviously, but I was pretty happy for it being my first mock, what I was able to do. So let me know down below what mock I should do next, what planet I should do next, which era of Lego Star Wars I should do next, what size I should do. I'll be honest, guys. Doing like David-sized, SolidBrick Studio-sized mocks is a bit out of reach at this time, but maybe like either like this size again, something tiny like this, up to a gray base plate. A gray base plate would be a bit of a stretch, but I could try it, and that would probably be about my limits right now, would be one gray base plate. So let me know what you would like to see, what size, and what planet you would like to see. And also, guys, going along with that, it's, obviously it takes time and finances. And if you guys would like to help and honestly be a part of a mock, consider joining the Patreon. I'll have it linked down below. I've had it for a little bit. There's a lot of various perks in there of like Q&A questions and a bunch of different other things. But one of them in particular at certain themes, especially as there's fewer Patreon members, you guys will be showcased in mocks. Now you get to pick what trooper you get to be, especially in the mock and the rank and different stuff, but Patreon members will be featured in mocks. I thought that'd be a pretty cool way to show some recognition and some thanks for people supporting the channel. So if you guys want to support the channel and want to end up in the next mock, check out the Patreon down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.